Thank you. My oh my. Good afternoon, everybody. And thank you very much for coming this afternoon to celebrate the life of Dave Niehaus. And today is just that, a celebration. Today we celebrate Dave, who will forever be synonymous with Mariners baseball. Dave was Mariners baseball. When you thought of the Mariners, you thought of Dave Niehaus. Well, I'm sure we're going to shed some tears this afternoon. We'll also share a few smiles as well. At this time, I would like to share with you a quote from the late, great Jackie Robinson. His number 42 is retired here and at every ballpark in the country. Jackie once said, "A life isn't worth living unless it has an impact on other lives." Well, just take a look around this afternoon and take a look at the impact on Dave's life on all of us. I know for a fact that Jackie Robinson is very proud of Dave and the legacy he has left behind. You are all living proof of that. You know, the Mariners had a player who was known as Mr. Mariner, and of course that was Alvin Davis. Dave gave AD that nickname. But Dave was the father of the Mariners because he adopted this team from day one. Nobody loved the Mariners more than he did. You could hear the pain in his voice when the team struggled and the joy when the Mariners succeeded. And you could really hear the pain when a pitcher couldn't throw a strike. Those of you who grew up listening to Dave, just take a look around you. All of us grew up with Dave. He taught you the game of baseball. There was no better teacher. Now today, a few folks will share some of their favorite stories of Dave, but let me tell you, there's going to be a lot of stories. Dave was one of a kind, and thank goodness that he was. And let me tell you what Dave was. Dave was a fan of the game of baseball. And if you're a fan of the game, you've heard the song, "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" many times. The song was written by Jack Norworth in 1908, and the time he wrote the song, he never went to a baseball game. But somehow he was able to capture the thrill of being in a ballpark. Take me out to the crowd. Buy me some peanuts and Cracker Jack. I don't care if I never get back, for it's root, root, root for the home team. If they don't win, it's a shame, for it's 1, 2, 3 strikes, you're out at the old ball game. We've heard those lyrics thousands of times. But Dave Niehaus really understood that song and what it meant for the well over 5,000 games he broadcast for the Mariners. And the countless others with the Angels. Dave took us out to the ball game. From Diego Segui's first pitch to Jerry Remick, the California Angels in 1977, to the last pitch that he called in 2010. Dave put us right there in the front row at the Kingo, the front row at Safeco Field, and every ballpark he broadcast from, including his favorite ballpark on the road, Fenway Park in Boston. Dave took us out with the crowd and made us feel the thrill of every Mariner win and the agony of every defeat. With Dave behind the mic, Mariner fans were right there too. Yes, he enjoyed eating a bag of peanuts and Cracker Jack. Believe me, Kevin and I knew that. We'd always have to clean up after him after he went from the radio booth to the TV booth. Nothing but peanut shells all over the place. He loved his peanuts and Cracker Jack. Dave rooted for you guys, the home team. But he was fair, and he told it like it was. He told the truth, even when it hurt. And as far as that 1, 2, 3 strikes you're out thing, nobody did it better than my partner did. Last spring in Arizona, there was a young phenom on the mound, and Dave called one pitch diabolical. for strike 2. And after strike 3 whizzed by the hitter who had no chance, he shouted, "Oh, that stank!" Don't know where that came from, but man, it took. Our station ran promo after promo after promo, and I loved it. Dave made us see the game on the radio because baseball and radio is a combination of the theater of the mind. Your imagination is better and ever will be than any camera ever invented. This fact had an impact on a young boy who grew up in Princeton, Indiana. Now his hero growing up was St. Louis Cardinals broadcaster Harry Carey. One day Dave's father took him to see his first major league game at Old Sportsman's Park in St. Louis. And later on he would confide in me and tell me, and Kevin, he told me that he was disappointed. And I asked him why. And he said, Harry Carey made the players larger than life. And he said Sportsman's Park wasn't as nice as the one that he pictured in his mind. Dave was a great teacher, and I was lucky. Tom Hanks was wrong. You saw the movie, right? There's no pride in baseball. Yeah, there is. I was lucky. Sorry.